The trip to Singapore and Malaysia during I-Week was incredible, a different educational way to see that planning can make the difference to growth. We were able to witness culture, development, education, and international trade from different perspectives. In our first visit, we went to the Mexican embassy, where we were greeted by Nathan Wolf, ambassador of Mexico. He gave us a brief summary of the history, culture, and especially what made Singapore so important in the international trade, even when it is a small country. For example, Mexico really has to improve in the logistics area. In Singapore, 31 million containers are moved per year, while in Mexico only 5 million containers are moved per year. The Mexican embassy issues passports, registers, and helps the Mexican community in the city. They also help diversifying other horizons to commercialize and exploit international treaties more, as well as representing the Colombian embassy in Singapore. The next visit, we went to the Nanyang Technological University, most commonly known as the NTU. It was very interesting to visit the best university in Asia and the 11th worldwide. We were able to see some robotics projects of the NTU. They explained to us that something they realized is people get scared when robots look humanized. They also show us the projects Super Mario and Luigi, to companies such as Amazon to be more efficient. They show us other projects that they use for competition with technologies like the 3D printer. This printer was able to print pieces for assembling small cars. This made me think that this could be a good opportunity to build houses for the victims of the earthquake that hit Mexico a few weeks ago. They left many people without a house. They also use alternative energies like solar panels. To build a simple person car, this one was for a competition to cross from the North to South Australia. Another opportunity that Mexico needs to take advantage of is that Singapore invests in a quality education from early stages, so that people are prepared and also seek to attract talent to work in the city. The third visit was Surbana Jurong, which is a consultancy that brings solutions across the entire value chain of urbanization, industrialization, and infrastructure domains. The company offers engineering, project and construction management, urban planning, infrastructure, and smart city services. They just opened a branch in Mexico City because they consider Mexico a progressive country. This brings the opportunity to create special economic zones and have the know-how and expertise even more now with the situation that Mexico faces. We went to New Water Visitor Center of Singapore's National Water Agency, a recycling, desalination, and water treatment company. But why is this company so important and why was it created? Well, Singapore was receiving water from the Malaysian Federation, but when they split up, they found themselves in the necessity to find a way to have water. The new water has ensured to a diversified and sustainable supply of water for Singapore, with the four national taps: local catchment water, imported water, new water, desalinated water. For me, one of the most impressive visits was DHL Express because it is an international company and I never thought how big a plant like that and the machine they need to use to separate all the packages have to be. At the same time, it never crossed my mind that the way the machine works. When I was there, I felt like I was in the Toy Story movie, where they face a huge machine which separates the luggage, in this case packages, by codes. Near my house, it is a DHL branch office. Because of that I had the knowledge of DHL cars, but I didn't know about other ways they had to get the package to the customer's house. Also, we went to the Singapore City Gallery, where we could see the evolution of Singapore in the last 50 years, until it became the country it is today. In this visit, we learn about the different stages Singapore has gone through in the time since they split up from Malaysia. Also, how they invest in technology to create a more sustainable way to grow, evolve, and coexist with the nature. They start from the scratch, demolishing whole places to build new ones, and taking advantage of it, because now they build malls with more than 3 floors, until to 10 floors, demonstrating the effort and meticulous planning process. An example of this was the city model with the new building projects for the new future. The next visit we did was to the beautiful campus of the National University of Singapore, also known as the NUS. This is the second best university in Asia and it has the 14th place worldwide. Here we hear a talk about some student programs and life at the university. I could see that students are under a lot of pressure, but the university organizes a camp where you as a student can meet and live together with other students, giving them quality time and the opportunity to trust and make true friendships. Also, some students show us the facilities provided to them. Last but not the least was the May Trade Business Information Center visit in Malaysia. Here we hear a talk about the different products that Malaysia and Mexico exchange. For example, Malaysia exports rubber to Mexico. It was an interesting thing seeing all the products they have to offer. Some of them are common products, but a majority of them are very different from the ones we are used to. I believe that it is to increase the trade with Malaysia because Mexico has a really pure vision or doesn't know a lot about Malay products, such as food, cars, and local things. In conclusion, for me this experience was a cultural shock. I love the feeling of facing and understanding a new culture where you can find a mixture of many different cultures such as Malay, Chinese, and Indian, because I saw and I was able to experience and understand many things that I wasn't used to. I hope I can have the opportunity to repeat it, but in a totally different city. Thanks to Professor Hector Rincon and SAIS and Tecnológico de Monterrey for making this kind of unique experience happen.